朋友们好，欢迎来到辛恬面对面。今天呢，要跟您继续分享我在摇摆宾州伊利的实地采访。今天是一个蛮特别的故事。其实呢，在各个摇摆州采访的过程中间我们会遇到各种各样的人，有的人呢就会有不同寻常的经历和故事，其实都不是在我计划之中的。那今天分享的呢，就是这样的一个故事。希望您看了之后呢，也会觉得很有收获。那对于美国大选感兴趣的朋友，尤其是想要了解摇摆州选民真实想法的朋友呢，请您记得一定要订阅辛恬面对面的频道，打开小铃铛，这样就可以及时的看到最新的视频节目了。好，那为了了解伊里市的选情我们就在市区里开车巡视了好几个街区，就看到有一些插牌子的，就会拍摄下来。昨天呢也跟您分享过那就是作为我们自己的一个初步的民调。那么我们看到大多数呢是哈里斯的牌子，因为它是在市区，也有少量的那个川普牌子，都是很标准的这种竞选的牌子，大概有这么大吧插在那里。但是呢，开到某一个居民区的时候突然呢，我们就看到连续2栋房子挂着大大的川普旗那么其中呢，有一家它简直就是用川普的标志旗帜装饰起来的，就是非常的不寻常。所以呢，我就下了车去仔细的看一看。过一会儿呢，就出来了一个人。我一问呢，他还挺愿意接受采访的。不过呢，他说他不是屋主他采访了之后呢，他又进去把屋主夫妇请出来了。那么这对屋主夫妇到底为什么把他们的房子装饰的这么的旌旗飘扬背后呢有非常有意思的故事。不过呢，我会先跟您分享前面这个人的采访以及我在那天之后做的一个街访。为什么呢？因为那2次的这个2个人的采访内容呢是有相关的。之后呢，我会再放这对屋主夫妇的采访给您看所以呢，您要耐心的看到最后
You said this is actually your mother-in-law's house?
Correct.
Okay, so tell us why it's so decorated with Trump signs.
The economy is just so rough right now. It costs a fortune to pay our electric bills, our gas bills, our food bills are through the roof. And the previous 4 years under President Trump, it wasn't this way. It was easier living. We were able to live off of a paycheck that we worked so hard for. Now it's picking up extra hours. It's getting a second job to try to survive this time. So we want to go back to what it was. We want to go back to that time where our paychecks lasted and it made it through.
Can you tell us, in the previous elections, 2 elections, who did you vote for?
I voted for Donald Trump.
Why you have been supporting him all the way?
Like I said, it's an economic issue for me. That is the biggest thing. When you go back to what it was in 2020, even though COVID was here and we battled through that, you still had an economy that was survivable. Right now, it is difficult for families to make it work with one paycheck, paying bills and trying to support and feed their families. I want to go back to that time when you were able to live off of that paycheck that you worked so hard for.
Trump or Harris?
Harris.
Oh, why?
Protections in terms of our LGBT marriage and rights.
I just actually talked to a person, who's also like you guys, and he's supporting Trump.
Oh, well.
He has that right.
That's his right too.
So is this the main reason or any other reason?
I think ultimately the freedom for women's rights and autonomy of their own bodies is another huge issue for us, as well as the middle-class economy being boosted instead of tax write-offs for the wealthy is a really big issue for both of us as well.
So who's the economic policy is better?
I think Harris is ultimately boosting, like I said, the middle class.
How?
More tax write-offs for the rich, but Trump's policies is something that we don't really enjoy.
So 4 years ago, how is the inflation actually is much lower than now?
The inflation economic policies were inherited originally from the Obama administration into the Trump administration, and thus forward going into Biden's. So what we're reflecting into the economic situation is pretty implementable from Biden's standpoint, I believe, anyway.
I work a 40-hour-a-week job as a registered nurse, and, I make it work paycheck to paycheck currently. I'm not that rich person that they believe Trump supporters are.
Why do you feel Trump is not just for the rich people?
Because, like I said, the tax breaks that he had done in his previous term, it helped my family. It made it so that I could live off of just my 40 hours a week. I could go to the grocery store and have a little bit left over to do stuff with my family. Right now, it's difficult to do that. You go to work and you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're picking up that extra 8 to 12 hours just to make that work.
From your opinion, why do you think, in the past 3.5 years, it just inflated so much?
I think it's just poor policies. I think we've given too much money to foreign countries when it could be spent here on American citizens. The hurricane, it's devastating to see people in the United States that are struggling, and we just sent billions of dollars to Ukraine at this time. That money could have been well spent to support the people who are struggling here in this country. This community is very democratic. I do know in 2020, it did flip. It went for Donald Trump. And nowadays you look at it and we want a society where, everybody's integrated. We can have Democrats and Republicans here that can work together. But we need to stop everybody's battling one another of Democrat and Republican. We need to come together just to make it better for everybody. Like my husband, I'm a gay man who votes Republican. My husband is a Democrat. We can have these battles and these discussions over, what we believe, and hopefully we can try to convince one another that what we're talking about is for the better of everybody.
House is really decorated. You must try to make a statement.
You think?
Who did this?
That's me.
Okay.
I did that.
Okay.
I put it up there.
Oh, you put up there.
And he keeps the flags going because they'll wrap up. He'll
Right.
make him
You-
unravel them.
Wow, so great teamwork.
Yes.
So why you support President Trump?
I feel America needs him right now.
Because
We need to close the borders. We need to think about Americans first. Groceries are outrageous. Rent, everything, utilities, it's outrageous. And I just feel that President Trump will be the best president. I think the last 4 years should show Americans whose side she's really on, and it's not for the USA.
I'm with Trump all the way.
always.
Oh, yep.
You should see. Yesterday was my birthday, and I had a Trump cake.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
and yesterday Trump was in Butler.
Butler. Yes,
Yeah.
I did see that. And he was in Erie last week. Yeah,
Did you go see?
we were there. We didn't get to get in because they had packed the convention center. Packed, so they had to turn people away. But a lot of us stood outside and watched it on the big screen. Yes.
The way he returned to Butler, where he got the first assassination attempt. So how did that make you feel?
I was proud of him. He's showing Americans nothing's going to stop him. He wants to do us right.
Yeah, and you had this never surrender sign.
Yes.
Yep. And, a lot of things I think about is that thing that hit North Carolina. There ain't no support from our Harris. You see what they did out of the country yesterday?
I mean, they're giving,
whose country's
the money
first?
to
Ours or
different
theirs?
countries. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when Americans really need it, they're going to say you get $750. No, they're missing homes. They have no clothing, no food. Their pets are gone. Their family members are floating down with the water, and they're going to say you get $750. No, that's wrong.
When you heard that, what went through your mind?
I was sad for them, angry, because I know the billions that are being sent to Ukraine and the immigrants that are coming in, that they're getting so many food stamps and so much cash every month, but yet the Americans who need it, it's like Biden-Harris wasn't here for the Americans.
So would you consider yourself like a middle class or a working class or?
No.
I work 72 hours a week to try to survive, And I did, I'm going to be honest, I had some cash put aside for when I was gone, and I was saving it for my kids. I had to dip into that. I'm going to have nothing. I mean, I'm 57 years old and I work 72 hours a week. It's just not right.
We saw, for example, the house across yours, they supporting Harris, and So, do you see any changes though, from the previous election in this area?
A little bit.
Little bit.
I see it.
Yeah. What kind of change?
Like this different signs going up.
You
where
mean
you haven't
more
seen them.
Trump signs?
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, and I do know some people who had voted for Biden who are now going for Trump.
Because Erie County is really important, like a bellwether county. It shows maybe where the way that Erie County votes, maybe that's the way Pennsylvania votes.
Yeah, well, they say I guess it's up to Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Erie. Yeah. So all we can do is cross our fingers and hope everyone makes the right decision. I mean, they go off of, well, he's mean, he says mean things, but when he was in office, he was getting stuff done, and
So
that's what we need.
So for the people who think he's, personality, bothered by his personality, why it didn't really, you could look over that. Why?
Yeah. I'm not sure, because I was not a Trump fan. I was not. The show that he had on TV, I couldn't stand it. I wasn't watching it. I was not a Trump fan. And then when he got into office, I'm like, wow, he's doing great things for America. And now I love him. I love him. I do.
Oh, so in 2016, you did not vote for him?
I did not. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about you?
I voted for him.
Oh, really?
Oh,
so
yeah.
in the beginning, you liked him.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because he tells it the way it is and people don't like it. I mean, that's the truth. He tells it the way it is. He don't hide behind it. He tells it the way it is.
So you like his straightforwardness and
Yes.
honesty?
Yep.
Yes. And I was a Democrat, and
All the way?
I flipped. Yeah. Yeah. But for the wrong things, because that was my family. My family, through the line, they were Democrats, So when I registered to vote, I voted Democrat, But I did switch to Republican.
Yeah. So the 4 years of Trump presidency make you change your mind?
Yes. Yes.
You saw other people around here, maybe the same thing?
I don't know. The neighbors come down and they'll crack jokes at us and stuff.
Really?
But yeah.
Yeah, it really, the house, the decoration really stood out. What kind of comments you got from neighbors?
They don't give us no negative. It's not negative.
No negative.
No.
Okay.
We don't get in arguments about it. I mean, everyone has their opinion, and everyone can vote for who they want to vote for. That's what it boils down to. Nobody fights over
around
it.
all the time with him on the car right there.
The car?
Yeah, he's in the car now.
Who?
Trump.
Oh, Trump is in your car?
Yeah, look at the side.
Okay.
Right on the window there.
Oh. So it's all decorated. Trump is everywhere. So in the last election, did you put so much signs and decorations for Trump? No.
No, just I think it was a flag. Yeah, the blue flag.
Okay, but this year you feel compelled more signs.
I
Why?
want people to know. I want people to know. This is the man. We get, people will stop and take pictures, and so everyone's like, oh, your house is gonna get shot up and stuff. No, nobody bothers it. So.
Yeah, anything else you would like to share with our audience?
No, I'm good.
Just want everyone to know, don't vote because you don't like, because he's doing mean tweets, or say this one's a lady, oh, it's a woman, we need a woman president, or she's African American, she needs to get in there. That's not a reason to vote someone in to be president. You have to take a look at the whole picture and what they've been doing in the last years. Really, you do.
好，这就是在伊犁市的普通的选民哈，那也是非常真实的选民。那观众朋友，您看了之后有什么样的感想呢？我现在已经看到有朋友在留言了，那请您请大家都多多留言，因为一个呢也是真的很希望知道大家对于看了这样的采访之后有什么样的想法，有什么样的感想。那另外一方面呢，您多留言呢也是对这个传播这个节目有好处的。为什么呢？油管就会发现说大家对这样的一个节目非常的感兴趣哈，他就会多多的做推荐，让更多的人能够看到。所以呢，请大家动动手指留个言哈，觉得您听了刚刚的这个采访有什么样的感想？您觉得这个伊犁市哈，像刚才这个 Lori， 他叫 Lori 哈，这个选民，你看他在过程中间，我觉得他都你知道吗？都有一种伤心啊，就是他虽然没流眼泪哈，就是目前生活给他的压力，他真的是从内心感到了一种这种很伤痛的感觉。他把自己想要留给孩子的一些遗产一些现金都不得不拿出来用就是这个现在就是他最这个真实的一种写照。虽然他讲话也是非常的普通但是呢，采访完了之后，其实我觉得真的就是很真实的。很真实的一种很真诚的一种想法来跟我分享，所以呢，我其实也是感觉到很感谢吧，这样的选民，我们素昧平生哈，就是这样很偶然的，他们也愿意出来接受采访，愿意跟我们来分享。我觉得这个呢，就是也是一种美国人的一种很典型的美国人的一种真诚，也是比较单纯。但是呢，他们真的非常真诚哈，这就是我也非常喜欢美国的一个地方。好，您有什么样的感想吗？欢迎您留言哈，真的鼓励您留言，因为刚才讲了，对于就油管来推荐这个节目也是非常的有帮助的哈。那我们也已经知道了，这个宾州呢是通往白宫的关键摇摆州，而这个伊犁县就是这个伊犁市所属的伊犁县是宾州的关键摇摆县，是战场中的战场。 到2020年为止的过去80年里，有20次的大选，伊里县呢有9次投给了共和党，11次投给了民主党。在2016年以前7次大选中呢，他都是支持了民主党总统候选人的，包括奥巴马的2次，一直到2016年，川普呢是以1.6个百分点翻转了伊里县2020年呢，又回到了这个民主党拜登，差距只有1个百分点，1400多张票，大概1416张票吧，就这么点的差距。那么今年这个伊里县会花落谁家，也很可能就代表宾州和白宫的宝座就会落到谁家。所以呢，我们会继续为您来关注这个宾州，尤其是这个伊里县好的，那么明天早上再过几个小时呢，我就又要出发到北卡罗来纳州了我们要去采访这个灾区，现在呢，它灾情到底他们恢复的就是说灾情之后的重建恢复到什么样了？那些灾民怎么样能够去投票呢？好，这个是我想也是非常关键的，因为北卡罗来纳州呢也是一个摇摆州。如果朋友们您觉得希望说辛恬去问一些什么样的问题也可以给我留言，可以在这个节目下留言，也可以给我发 email 另外呢，就是如果您可以来赞助我们的这样的外出实地采访的能够让我们的一些消费可以cover 掉的话呢，也非常的感谢都在我的个人的网页上面都可以很简单很容易的去做。另外呢，有朋友就这几天我有讲了这个眼贴吧，就有朋友有订也非常感谢您。我希望也是让我知道说你们用了之后您有什么样的一些感受吗？有什么反馈吗？都可以发给我。其中呢有一位朋友他住在夏威夷，他之前呢说想要去订，结果一看说去夏威夷这个 UPS 的邮费那么高，几十块钱，他就发 email 给我我就赶快去反馈了，跟这个他们卖方去反馈了，结果呢他们很快也就调整了这个邮价就是邮寄费。结果呢这位朋友真的非常的贴心，非常温馨他就把跟原来这个的高的邮费比下来省下来的那些钱呢，他就捐给了辛恬这个频道所以呢我觉得哇真的是非常的开心也是非常的感谢这样的朋友。好的，那在节目结束之前呢，再提醒一下记得订阅辛恬面对面，打开小铃铛，这样呢就可以及时看到我最新的这个节目了。在接下来几天呢，我会去北卡去采访那如果有一些有可能性的话也会再发一些节目，那有可能是短节目，但是呢，请您记得实时的关注辛恬面对面，得到最快的大选的消息。好的，那么我看看Junko 说谢谢辛恬给我们带来感人的采访好，谢谢。好，那这位姓孙的朋友说，希望与这位女士的转变的人很多好的，然后 Terry 说很感谢那对夫妇说实话，是这样的。然后Glockrow 说看到选民反转，证明美国人民不全都是盲目的，最简单的就是比较现在跟4年前的生活。确实，其实很多的美国人他们都是有思想的。我想就是说，有的时候就是我们能不能采访到他们？其实我觉得就是这样去实地采访的一个很重大的意义呢，就是说真的就是去把现实生活中真实的选民他们真实的想法呈现出来。这样的话呢，我觉得就是才是最真实的来反映这个选情的好的，那今天的节目就到这里了，非常感谢您的收看。如果喜欢的话呢，就记得转发点赞转发，然后呢订阅辛恬面对面。好， 那就再见喽，拜拜。